Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about what I do personally when I'm stuck in limbo. Throughout this episode, I affirm that this will serve as an inspiration for you on how to get out of a rut, on how to get unstuck in life. Limbo is a concept that I think of from the movie Inception. The movie Inception is all about dreams, right? Planting ideas into someone's subconscious within their dream state. Crazy concept, but who knows? There could be some truth throughout the movie. Limbo is a dream within a dream within a dream, and when you perish in this dream within a dream within a dream, you find yourself stuck in limbo, right? Not knowing what's reality, not knowing if the dream you're in is a dream or if the dream you're in is your actual reality, or just getting stuck in your head about what is reality and what's not reality, right? Because dreams are multidimensional, right? They're infinite. This episode came to me, this video I wanted to speak on in regards to what I do when I'm stuck in limbo, because I feel as if I'm stuck in limbo, right? And me affirming it out loud is just me just doing just that, right? I'm affirming it. So when I'm stuck in limbo, when I'm stuck in my life, my personal life, not knowing what to do, how to move forward with life overall, how to move forward with a certain profession, right? Lifestyle, travel, etc. What I do personally is I stay very active. I go on a lot of walks. I tend to turn back to my journals, right? I've gone through many journals. And in doing so, it actually sheds light on what I'm actually supposed to do next. All my journals, they remind me of those periods of time when things were working really well, right? Specifically, what was I doing during that time period that was working really well and what was not working really well. So when I'm stuck in limbo, I tend to turn back to my past journals and I reread everything that I wrote down, right? From gratitude, simple things like my love letter to God, daily power lists. Was I planning out my day the night before? Was I doing Happiness Islands exercises? What was I journaling on? What were my stream of consciousness journaling techniques on? What topics was I going through? How was I journaling? How was I thinking during these time periods? So when I'm stuck in limbo, I really like to stay active, go on a lot of walks. Now I'm tapping back into more podcasts, right? Understanding that there's an infinite amount of knowledge out there, knowledge that's hidden from us. And we have the opportunity to tap into that knowledge at any given moment, thanks to technology and emerging technologies. When I'm stuck in limbo, I like to analyze the way the world is shifting, right? 2012 was a shift. 2024 is this second shift, right? So when I'm stuck in limbo, I like to align myself with that higher calling as the shift increases, right? Because it's simply an awareness. God is everywhere. There's the same patch of grass that was there years ago. There's the same house that was here years ago. The realm evolves over time, but there's many things that remain the same. But things that evolve is the way you think, how you talk, how you act, how you walk. Your being, your consciousness evolves over time. So when I'm stuck in limbo, when I feel like I'm in this dream within a dream within a dream, and I just don't really know like what's reality and what's not reality. I like to reflect on this timeline that I'm currently on, right? I know I'm all about embracing the eternal now, and that truly is the only thing that exists, but everything happens in the now. So all those journals that I go through and I reread, they all happen in the now. I'm rereading it now, right? That is the number one way to gain some clarity, gain a new awareness into where to take my life next. It's a simple reminder that communicates to my higher self saying, oh, I'm listening to you. I'm hearing your signs. I understand, right? And staying active, continuing to move, continuing to do things that I love, like talking to the camera, continuing to go on simple walks, to read, to journal, to get back into the simple good life activities that keep me grounded and remind me of my true purpose here, right? What I'm passionate about, the synchronicities that I listen to, I turn to, I take definite action on. There's many things that one can do to get out of limbo, right? Getting back to what you actually love. Because I feel like when we're stuck in limbo, it's this anxiety, this fear that comes up out of nowhere, right? Of the future, because the now is ever present and it's beautiful, it's joyful. The joy of being happens here and now. And this limbo is a concept, because remember, we're in a physical dimension. It's a concept of the future, of what's to come. So there's importance to returning to the present moment, continuing to stay active, continuing to move around, dialing in on nutrition, right? What fitness routine do I want to really lock in on and have it carry into the eternal now, the days following, the weeks, months following? That's really what I'm turning to. And I'm excited to do a bit of a spring cleaning, right? Clean my room of all the old paradigm energies, if you will, right? Everything that reminds me of the past. Because I am in a state where I know that I'm evolving into this higher self. I'm embodying this self more and more every single day, but there's always the old paradigm. The old paradigm, remember, we love this identity. They're us, right? Past, present, and future. All these identities are one. So you embody that future self, stay true to the eternal now, and you love your old paradigm self. And that all happens within the eternal now. So going through old photos, going through old memories, not getting caught up in the past, not returning to the past habits, past energies, but loving that old self. Understanding that we're totally different from that old identity, and doing this simple tactic, a simple awareness, ritual, if you will, is a great way to get out of limbo, right? To become unstuck. And it's worked for me time and time again, and it's something I always turn to when I feel like I'm stuck in limbo. So rereading old journals and continuing to go on walks, filling my time, this psychological time, with the simple good life activities, right? Continuing to learn. Tapping back into podcasts is reminding myself of how much I love to learn. A student of life. There's an infinite amount of knowledge to be had, to be gained, and to be filtered. Because remember, that's wisdom. All this information comes in. What's relevant to me? What can I keep? What can I get rid of? That is one of the main focuses when you're stuck in limbo. But rereading old journals has, time and time again, always served me well. And that's why, I always encourage people to try journaling, make it a daily routine, continue reading from some of the greats, right? Learn from some of the greats. Right now, for me personally, in this day, it's Autobiography of a Yogi. That's my book right now, my book of choice. So making sure that my morning routine, when I have that silent time in the morning, I'm turning to the book, right? I'm continuing to journal, continuing to remain in gratitude, right? In service to the Creator, right? Understanding my birth vision, the world vision, and aligning with that higher self. Again, remembering, again, here and now. Because when you're stuck in limbo, your reality is always going crazy, right? You don't know what reality is. You don't know what reality you want to adopt, but right action comes from present moment awareness. So when you feel like you're stuck in limbo, stay present. It's the best advice that I can give. Stay present. Don't get caught up in the future. For me, like, the future is walking for graduation and seeing what travel plans I can get into, see what I can turn to next. But just talking to a friend today, I told him it's a time period where I'm staying grounded, right? Doing a lot of reflection, getting settled so I can move on into the eternal now. I love you. Thank you for listening to this episode. Have a great rest of your day.